Welcome to this video on the Malaysia Agreement 1963, or MA63, which explores the promises, rights, and future of the nation. MA63 is not merely a historical document. It is a constitutional compact that forms the basis of Malaysia's establishment. After more than 60 years, the fundamental question remains: have the promises of autonomy and equality been fulfilled? This executive summary outlines the journey of restoring rights through three eras. The 1963 formation era established Sabah and Sarawak as equal partners. The 1974 to 2018 era saw the erosion of rights through acts like the Petroleum Development Act. Since 2018, the recovery era has seen 13 of 29 demands resolved. Critical challenges remain, including the 40% Sabah revenue claim and oil and gas sovereignty. The original spirit of 1963 was to form a new nation, where the Federation of Malaya, Singapore, Sabah, and Sarawak joined as equal partners. Key guarantees included interautonomy in immigration, religion and language, and finance, ensuring control over resources and special development grants. The founders framed a unique set of guarantees for Sabah and Sarawak. The 1976 constitutional amendment was a controversial step that reclassified Sabah and Sarawak as being on par with the peninsular states. This resulted in the loss of their status as founding entities and began the era of centralization of power in Putrajaya. The original Article 1(2) defined two groups of states, which was amended in 1976. The Petroleum Development Act of 1974 led to the loss of economic control. This act transferred 100% ownership and control of all oil and gas resources to Petronas, the federal entity. Despite contributing over 60% of national petroleum revenue, Sabah and Sarawak only received a 5% cash royalty. This is a current point of negotiation conflict. A turning point was the 2022 constitutional amendment. This amendment restored the definition in Articles 1, 2, and 162, effective from February 11, 2022. It formally recognized MA63 and reinstated the term Borneo States. Significantly, it provides a strong basis for negotiating substantive rights, including the definition of native now being under state jurisdiction. Progress has been made through the MA63 Implementation Action Council, with 13 demands already resolved. These include the devolution of gas regulatory control to Sabah and Sarawak, the administration of the Borneo Judiciary, and the transfer of power over the Pindaan and Legitan Islands administration. Decentralization of power in education and health is aimed at reducing federal bureaucracy for faster infrastructure solutions. For education, this includes the power to appoint district education officers and contract teachers. For health, this means budget autonomy and authority for the state health director, alongside upgrading facilities. Critical issue 1 is the claim for 40% of Sabah's net revenue, as stipulated in Articles 112C and 112D. The mandatory review has not been carried out for 48 years, violating the agreement. This revenue gap represents a potential multi-billion ringgit rate. Currently, an interim grant of RM600 million is provided. Critical issue 2 involves the sovereignty of oil and gas, creating a legal standoff between Petronas and Petros. The Petroleum Development Act 1974 gives Petronas exclusive rights, while Sarawak's state ordinances assert control and the right to be the sole gas aggregator. This is a complex federal versus state law dispute, currently before the federal court. Critical issue 3 concerns the rights over territorial waters and the continental shelf. Sabah and Sarawak reject the Territorial Sea Act 2012, which limits state rights to only 3 nautical miles. Control over the continental shelf is critical for oil, gas resources, and carbon capture and storage, which represent vast economic potential. Critical issue 4 is the demand for a 35% quota of parliamentary seats. Currently, Borneo holds less than 30%. Securing a 1/3 quota is a security guarantee to prevent the peninsula from unilaterally amending the constitution without Borneo's support. The target is 35% for Sabah and Sarawak combined. The socio-economic reality highlights a stark development gap. Despite increasing financial allocations, RM6.9 billion for Sabah and RM6.0 billion for Sarawak in Budget 2026, basic infrastructure remains significantly behind the peninsula. MA63 is not only about power, but about funding for basic development and structural reform. The resolution mechanism is the MA63 Implementation Action Council, chaired by the Prime Minister. Underneath it is the Technical Committee, chaired by the Deputy Prime Minister Fadila Yusuf, supported by the Secretariat. This structure is tracking 16 outstanding demands through roundtable negotiations. The future involves building a stronger federation. The restoration of MA63 rights is a process of historical correction to ensure Malaysia's future stability. A complete federation can only be achieved when Sabah and Sarawak are respected as equal partners, not subordinate states. MA63 is the foundation of sovereignty and a guarantee of shared prosperity.